Hey there, Tom and Amy. I'm up here at 313 Mariah Circle, and we're looking at unit G25. Here's the parking area. As far as entrances on Beach Mountain go, this is actually just about as good as you'll get. You got parking right in front of the unit, stairs with, let's count them, I haven't been in yet, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps down leading into the place. I just unlocked it. I haven't been in yet, so we'll discover it together. Okay, and it's a split structure, as most of them are. You enter and you can go upstairs or downstairs. Let's go to the main level first, which is usually this level here. Go up one flight of stairs. And here you go. So you enter, here's the kitchen area on the right. And by the way, generally speaking, I do like these units. I really do. And then the dining area is to your right, and there's the kitchen area to the left as you come in the door. And right in to the living area. With, looks like, gas logs. A nice high ceiling. And it's really an overcast day today, which is really good because we've been having a drought. So I felt a few sprinkles. Hopefully we're gonna get some sprinkles out of here. And we'll go out on the front deck. That's for storage, I'm assuming. That door straight ahead. And unfortunately, you got this big tree right here, which really does cut off a lot of your view, which is too bad. So in the summer, this is going to be obliterating your view, but you've still got views to the side of that, and those are pretty good mountain views. You're looking into Tennessee and Virginia, maybe even West Virginia. Those are the units down below you. Okay, we'll go back in. It's unseasonably warm these days. It's 47 right now, and it's gonna go down, I think, this week, which is good. So here's the living area, a bit of a different angle, with a little kitchen beyond that. And a loft bedroom upstairs, which incidentally, you really can't just remember this for resale value, or not value, but for reselling. We can't really list that as a bedroom because it has to be close-offable from the living area. In other words, if you were to stand right by that bed and change your clothes, nobody would see your naked bits. And so you'd have, in order to call that a bedroom, you would need to somehow screen it off. A lot of agents don't do it that way, but if they were to get called on it by the real estate commission, they would lose. So here's a kitchen. Incidentally, just as a personal note, this is my favorite size kitchen. It's a wonderful size for one person. A lot of people think they're too small. Personally, I say it's great if one person is preparing a meal. You pretty much have to take one side step in any direction, and everything's at your fingertips. Other people think, oh my goodness, that's just way too small. So it's got a, I wouldn't say older range, but it's, it's been around for a few years, but looks to be in roughly good condition. And it's got a built-in hood microwave with a fan, I'm sure. Nice deep sink with, I believe, a garbage disposal. Nice Mr. Coffee. And a Frigidaire dishwasher. And a Magic Chef refrigerator. With nothing in it. Sometimes people are nice to me and leave beer in the refrigerator. Well, I don't know technically if they're leaving it for me, but there's beer in it anyway sometimes. Okay, let's go upstairs and we'll take a look at that loft. And you see, by the way, how those windows, how nice and light it is in here during the day. You're a really quick drive to the slopes, by the way. Really quick drive. Maybe once you get on the road, maybe 2 minutes. Okay, going up to the top floor, bedroom loft. I would call this the second floor, and the floor we were on, the first floor, even though we had to come up one flight of stairs. So they've got a queen bed in here. It could easily fit a king if you wanted. And so here's the loft portion. So we're looking over down to the living area below. Okay, and you get a nice view out of these second-story windows as well. Incidentally, the windows do have stickers on them. They appear to be new. I would figure, if I had to guess, that they're new because they were probably getting cloudy. Those windows, if you're not familiar with them, have an air seal between two panes of glass, and eventually, after many, many years, they all start to leak, and when that happens, you get cloudy condensation in between the panes of glass, and eventually, they just all need replaced, and these look like these are brand spanking new. I'll confirm that later on. And you've got, so the master bedroom upstairs, with a his and her sink. Full-size tub and commode. There we go. Extremely handsome man in the mirror does not convey. And I'll show you the pretty standard closets for this type of place. About 2.5 feet in depth, and the other one looks to be the same. Okay. Here's a good place to see the roof. Roof looks like it's got a few years on it anyway. I'm not sure when it was last replaced. Just from a real quick inspection, I shouldn't say inspection, from a real quick look, I don't see any pop-ups or anything like that. Besides which, I think that's covers another unit, but still it's all the same building. Looking at the chimney, I'm not sure if that needs some flashing there along the roof line or not, but that would be something that an inspector would have to tell you. I'll try to get more info from the listing agent for you. Okay, going back downstairs from the second floor. To the first floor. I believe this is the owner's closet because it's locked, and the stuff in the owner's closet, of course, doesn't convey. Going back down to the entry landing. And now going downstairs to what I'll call the, even though it's really the first level, I'm calling it the basement level. Even though, yeah, it doesn't really look like this part is below grade. I'm not sure of that yet. And you got a long hallway, it looks like, with bedrooms on either side. And a bathroom over here. Another bedroom. Okay, so we'll start at the end. Got a nice sized bedroom here. A nice maroon wallpaper, or no, this isn't paper, I don't believe. It's got paper edging on top. And so you've also got a balcony, a deck here on the lower level. With a closet here. It doesn't light. Small closet here. So that's the first downstairs bedroom. Then here's another just to the left. This one's a bit more light and airy. This is almost a Florida bedroom. And there's the sliding glass door. That's how you would make access to the downstairs deck. Got another standard closet here. Okay. Another hallway closet. Okay, for the laundry. Okay. Kind of new, looks like. Kind of new Kenmore washer and a dryer. Newer than mine, anyway. Then across the hall again is another his and her bathroom with a full shower in it. So you got 2 full baths. That's nice. There's another bedroom, smaller than the other 2, it looks like. All queen-size beds. Windows out to the front to the parking area. That's my car. You can see through the blinds there. Another smaller closet there. Okay. Okay, we'll go back up here. Okay, so there you have it. Of course, I can't speak officially like a home inspector would. What I can do is just generally give you my impressions. My impressions are this: it feels and seems solid and well kept up to me. I did not hear any creaking as I went up and down, really 1, 2, 3, 4 flights of stairs. Didn't hear any creaking, felt no give on any of the steps. And again, even if I did, that would not be a big deal because that's pretty standard. So the fact that I'm not hearing squeaks and creaks on the stairs and that there's no give indicates to me that it has been very well cared for. There are no smells of mildew. Again, that's a really common thing to smell mildew, especially in lower levels up here, because this is really a humid part of the country, even though it's cool most of the time. So I smelled no mildew. So again, that's another indication that the place has been well cared for. Didn't see any staining on ceilings or walls that might indicate a leak. Again, does not mean that such has not occurred and just been dealt with, but if it has been dealt with, then then good on them. Every house gets a leak now and then, and what determines the value of a place really is how soon it was attended to and how well it was attended to. I've got to tell you, I said before, I do like these places. I have no knowledge. I've heard nothing bad about the POA here. I can put it that way. Of course, you're looking for a PA that doesn't have a habit of a whole bunch of special assessments, even though special assessments do happen with condos. If they've got a history of one every year, that's kind of a red flag. We'll also want to find out and see what they have in reserves. If they have a decent reserve to handle emergencies that might come up, that's certainly of benefit to you. So there's G25. Have an entrance to your neighbors right there at G26. Wood looks like it's the paint job looks like it's mid lifespan. I don't know when they did paint it last. There's typical normal staining on it that we get up here from the trees and whatnot, and of course the weather, the wind, and the snow does take its toll, and they have to be painted once in a while. But that's a house. That's pretty much everything. Another thing that rings good to me is the deck. The deck may not look to be the most beautiful. The truth is, you stain these decks, and the stain just doesn't last forever. Again, because of the weather. The weather takes its toll on it. The snow comes, it freezes, it melts. You put salt down on it so you don't slip. And so a really, rather recent deck. My current deck is 2 years old and very solidly put together, and it looks just like this. So walking along the deck, leaning against the the rails. Nothing seems to give. I'm hearing no creaking as I'm walking along. It seems to me that this is probably a comparatively new deck. I'm bouncing up and down on it. I feel no springiness, and it's the same going up the steps as well. I don't feel any give. I don't feel any springiness. I don't see any pop-outs with the nails. I've got pop-outs on my deck that I'm just going to let it go until good weather hits again, the summer hits again, and then I'll just screw them down in. That's not a big deal. But the fact that I'm not experiencing any of these things is, again, just another validation of my opinion on the place. I think this is a good one. I do think this is a good one. If you guys are really serious about it, I would explore hopping on it sooner rather than later, and I'll try to find more out from the listing agent as well. So hope you are well, and hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and hopefully we'll be talking before that comes. So I'll talk to you soon, I hope.